The story begins with a mysterious event taking place on a quiet street called Privet Drive. In the dead of night, an old wizard named Albus Dumbledore, along with a cat that transforms into a witch named Professor McGonagall, waits for a giant man named Hagrid, who arrives on a flying motorcycle. They have come to leave a baby, Harry Potter, on the doorstep of his cruel aunt and uncle, the Dursleys. Dumbledore reveals that Harry's parents were killed by a dark wizard named Lord Voldemort, but Harry survived Voldemort's killing curse, leaving only a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead. Harry's survival mysteriously caused Voldemort to lose his powers and vanish. 10 years later, Harry lives a miserable life with the Dursleys. His cousin, Dudley, bullies him, and his aunt and uncle treat him as a servant. But strange things often happen around Harry that he can't explain, such as when his hair grows back overnight after a bad haircut or when he accidentally sets a snake free at the zoo. On his 11th birthday, Harry receives a letter, which the Dursleys try to hide from him. The letters keep coming in increasing numbers until Hagrid arrives to deliver the message in person. Harry is a wizard and has been accepted into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Harry is bewildered but excited to leave his old life behind. Hagrid takes him to Diagon Alley, a magical marketplace hidden from the ordinary world, to buy his school supplies. There, Harry discovers his fame. Everyone knows his name because of his survival against Voldemort. He also visits Gringotts, the Wizarding Bank, where he learns that his parents left him a small fortune. In Diagon Alley, Harry gets his first wand, which shares a connection to Voldemort's. At King's Cross Station, Harry boards the Hogwarts Express from platform 9 3/4, a magical platform hidden between platforms 9 and 10. On the train, he meets Ron Weasley, a boy from a poor but loving wizard family, and Hermione Granger, a brilliant but bossy Muggle-born witch. The three form a close friendship. Arriving at Hogwarts, the first-year students are sorted into 4 houses: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are sorted into Gryffindor, while Draco Malfoy, a snobbish and cruel boy, is sorted into Slytherin. Harry quickly becomes a natural at flying on a broomstick, earning a spot on the Gryffindor Quidditch team as a seeker, the youngest player in a century. Life at Hogwarts is filled with magical lessons, odd creatures, and fascinating mysteries. Harry, Ron, and Hermione soon discover that something valuable is hidden in the school, the Philosopher's Stone, an object that can grant immortality. They learn that a 3-headed dog named Fluffy is guarding the trapdoor that leads to the stone, and they suspect that Professor Snape, the intimidating potions master who clearly dislikes Harry, is trying to steal it. As the school year progresses, Harry experiences strange events, including his broomstick being jinxed during a Quidditch match, but Hermione saves him with a spell. They also overhear Snape trying to force Professor Quirrell, the nervous defense against the dark arts teacher, to do something dangerous. Convinced that Snape is after the Philosopher's Stone, Harry, Ron, and Hermione decide to solve the mystery themselves. During Christmas, Harry receives an invisibility cloak that once belonged to his father, allowing him to sneak around the castle undetected. Using the cloak, Harry finds the Mirror of Eriste, which shows him his deepest desire, his parents alive and standing beside him. Dumbledore later explains to Harry that the mirror shows the heart's deepest desire but warns him not to get lost in its illusions. As exams approach, the trio learns more about the Philosopher's Stone and its creator, Nicholas Flamel. They piece together that the stone is hidden at Hogwarts and can turn any metal into gold and produce the elixir of life, granting immortality. Fearing that Voldemort is after the stone to regain his power, they realize time is running out. One night, Hagrid lets slip that Fluffy, the 3-headed dog, can be put to sleep with music. Realizing that someone is close to stealing the stone, Harry, Ron, and Hermione decide to act. They sneak past Fluffy and descend into the trapdoor, facing a series of magical challenges, a deadly plant called Devil's Snare, a room full of flying keys that they must catch on broomsticks, and a giant wizard's chess game that requires Ron to sacrifice himself for them to win. Finally, Harry reaches the last chamber alone and is shocked to find Professor Quirrell, not Snape, waiting for him. Quirrell reveals that he has been serving Voldemort all along. The Dark Wizard's weakened form is living on the back of Quirrell's head, hidden beneath a turban. Quirrell tries to use Harry to retrieve the Philosopher's Stone, which has magically appeared in Harry's pocket through the mirror of Eris. But when Quirrell touches Harry, he experiences unbearable pain due to the protective magic Harry's mother left on him when she sacrificed herself to save him. In the ensuing struggle, Harry passes out, and when he awakens in the hospital wing, Dumbledore explains everything. Voldemort had been trying to regain his strength through Quirrell, but the power of Harry's mother's love protected him. The Philosopher's Stone has been destroyed to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. Dumbledore also explains that only someone who wanted to find the stone but not use it could retrieve it from the mirror. The school year ends with a grand feast. Despite losing points earlier in the year for breaking school rules, Harry, Ron, and Hermione's bravery in protecting the stone earns Gryffindor the House Cup, winning the final victory over Slytherin. As Harry returns to the Dursleys for the summer, he feels for the first time that he has found a true home at Hogwarts and a place where he belongs.